The forecast up where we left off on daytime highs for today because I want to do the comparison. Sunday's pretty nice. Monday's a little warmer. There's a small chance of rain on Monday in the North Bay, by the way. More on that in a second. What I want you to see is the temperature comparison between today and Thursday. Watch what happens when we advance to Thursday. So daytime highs, which today are in the low to mid 80s for the inland valleys, are back into the low 90s. You'll be back into the low 90s for Santa Rosa. San Francisco goes to 77. We'll be sitting in the low 90s in San Jose. These are not record-breaking numbers. They're only about 10 degrees above average for the inland valleys and like 7 or 8 degrees above average for the bay. But it is going to be noticeably warmer on Thursday. I think this is the kind of day most people actually probably will like, unless you're absolutely sick of 90s inland. But that's one headline, probably the main headline. The other one is this small chance of rain for tomorrow afternoon, Monday afternoon through the North Bay. When we look at the big picture, the next storm's already developing out here. Notice this plume of moisture getting pulled up in front of it. That area of low pressure is going to tap into that, pull it into the west coast, and bring a moderate strength atmospheric river, not to us, but just to our north in Oregon. In fact, if we visualize this a different way, there it is. The challenge here is we're just going to miss out on this because it's going a little too far north, but it's worth at least seeing that the atmosphere is already putting the ingredients together for fairly, moderate strength atmospheric rivers, but it's all going to Oregon. There it is. That gets us all the way ahead to tomorrow morning at this time, and it's a really good looking band of rain off the coast, but watch what happens for us. It just gets pulled away to the north, and we really don't get much of anything out of it. Let's look at accumulated rainfall amounts from this. What would this look like throughout the day on Monday? And we're really only looking at about maybe an inch. It's not bad. An inch for the far northwest coast is pretty good for Crescent City. Eureka gets a half an inch of rain, and then it just peters out. We can do this one other way. Let's look at the forecast for here at home for that time frame on Monday. You see the showers out there? They kind of graze the Sonoma coast, but we don't get anything measurable here. And then the pattern shifts after that. Remember that warm-up on Thursday we were talking about? Look what the storm track's doing on Thursday and Friday. Everything is arcing up and over a big bubble of relatively warm air here. So that's our warm-up. Put it in the 7-day forecast, and here's what it looks like. San Francisco and Oakland up first. We're going to be in the low 80s for Oakland by Tuesday, 77 in San Francisco. North Bay Valleys, you get to the low 90s. Notice how this is just kind of like a brief spike. You should really think of Wednesday and Thursday as the 2 days. Even though Thursday's technically the warmest, Wednesday's the day you notice it. And then by Friday and Saturday, we start cooling back down again. So 2 really nice days in the middle of the week. My apologies to those of you who are sick and tired of 90 degrees, but we're not, we're only 10 degrees above average, and in October, that can kind of be a nice place to be, especially near the water.